Hi, folks. Thank you so much for downloading this episode of a work in progress D&D podcast, an experimental attempt at being creative in this day and age. I would like to mention that this podcast is not for children. Now, it's time to jump on into this adventure. Well, guys, here it is, the first session of this new podcast, new D&D actual play podcast, which is the term that is thrown around. We are starting a work in progress D&D podcast. It is named as such because the three of us are new to this and kind of don't know what we're doing. But that's the charm, right?
Yep, we're just stumbling through this new thing.
Yes. Well, I will say we know how to play D&D.
That's
debatable.
Debatably.
So how about we start?
What's the percentile,
with one
guys?
of you guys.
Sorry.
Oh no.
No.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so do we want to go in order of age? Here, why don't I do this? Now introducing the eldest of the three brothers.
Me. Me. I'm.
Yeah,
Sean.
Say your name.
Okay. All right. My character.
Character name.
Yeah. My name is Sean. My character name is Alex Arcadis. My class is an artificer. I'm a variant human, and I'm basically I don't know if we want to go over clothes.
No, we'll do that once we get in the game.
Okay.
We'll do the descriptors and stuff in game.
Okay.
You just say that and yeah. And then the youngest of the three of us.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm playing Pine Deciduery, a tiefling paladin. And he's paladin of the ancients. So this is gonna be fun.
Yeah. Did you say what kind of armor you wore, Sean?
Well, that's the subclass.
No, I think it was just...
Oh, I think I just said artificer. Okay, I'm an armorer artificer.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, in case for those who are, interested in the numbers, we are starting at level 3. So, and then there's me, the middle child of this trio of brotherly misfits. I am Eric. I am your GM or DM. I am your game master and or dungeon master if and when we enter a dungeon. Thank you all for joining us, and why don't we get started on this magical quest that is a work in progress. I don't know how to enter ourselves into the world. So here we go. Welcome to the Rainbow Coast. 2,000 years ago, before the start of this particular story, good King Burton united the separated kingdoms to create what is now called the Kingdom of the Rainbow Coast. For many years, this kingdom flourished. But 1,000 years after the unification, did the Dark Lord of the Umber Wastes begin the war known as the War of the Dark Lord. A war that lasted 200 years. Until the last hero scaled the Red Mountains and crossed the Umber Wastes, defeated the Dark Lord, and ended the war. For the past 800 years, the Kingdom of the Rainbow Coast has known only peace. But recently, hidden powers have been slowly attempting to sow strife in an attempt to fracture the kingdom and bring it to ruin. So begins our story. So, to begin this story, we find ourselves following a little dwarven merchant wagon. In front of this wagon is something in particular, very peculiar. It is a large steel steam-powered boar pulling this wagon. In the front we have two lovely dwarves just kind of holding onto the reins and stuff and bumping in the back. Is lack of any sort of merchant supplies because they're currently on their way to a place to pick some up. In the back, there's another dwarf part of this group of merchants, as well as two particularly much taller individuals than our dwarves. So, would either of you two like to introduce yourself, how you look, what you're wearing, all that sort of thing? Just as the camera, the sort of mythical
pan down.
The pan down camera zooming around goes inside the wagon and
watch
just
the
kind of
boom mic.
sees you two just kind of just watch
Yeah.
the boom mic and we're all set. As the camera has just sort of panned around, went inside this sort of well put together, like sturdy wagon for carrying lots and lots of merchandise. If one of you two would like to introduce yourself right now, describe what you're kind of doing and such.
I'll go first. So, as we pan into this wagon, you see a tiefling who's got darker hair and a bit of a long ponytail, and whose skin is resemblant of that of moss-covered bark. Not so much in texture, just mainly in color. His eyes are a gradient from yellow to red, like that of autumn leaves. And he's wearing a nicely kind of ornate breastplate that has carvings of nature and of just ancient sites on his armor, but it looks a little weathered. And he's currently kind of tending to a bit of a bruise on his side from a bit of a fight that he may have been in the past day.
Mm-hmm. Yes, dealing with a handful of bandits that jump the wagon on the side of the road. And then, if you'd like to introduce your character.
Okay.
Actually,
Yes.
I didn't even get a chance to say my character's name.
Yes, reintroduce your character's name.
So, and his name is Pine Deciduery.
Alright, I'll start. Well, do my next one. Okay, my character's name is Alex Arcadis. I'm a human. I have like a bit of like a light tan skin. Hair is brown. My eyes are brown. As for basically standard, I'm about like 5'8" in height. 5'8", 5'9". And I'm basically wearing traditional clothing. The only unique thing is I have like a vest on, like a work vest, and I have like a big utility belt. That is high tech as Batman, but just bunch of carrying pouches with like tools, rations, that kind of thing.
All right, wonderful. Well, the two of you are sitting in the back of the wagon with the younger of the three dwarven merchants, the three members of the Steamhoof clan, and you've got Hobart sitting in the back with you, with Brox and Nora up front. Brox being the male, Nora being the female, and Hobart being a young lad as well. Eventually, though, as you continue on, you have reached the town where the merchants have come to pick up some supplies that they will then merchant to the other half of the Rainbow Coast. You guys are currently located on the most eastern part of the Rainbow Coast, and they will be essentially merchanting their way west after picking up their supplies. The town we find ourselves currently is Reedlet, an up-and-coming little town that uses river power to help run their businesses, particularly what is known as the Grey River, which is spelled a little differently here. It is spelled Graey, AE as in like with Aether, or if you were to combine the two to create that sort of mishmash of A and E together that I don't know how to do in the Word document I'm reading off of. But hey, that's how it's spelled. Because beyond the Grey River is a place known as the Grey Wilds, also spelled Grey the same way. There's a sort of fantastical other place that no one really goes through or past. But that is no worry at the moment. As you kind of pull up into like the center of this town, and like you see the big, you hear the sound of like creaking wood as these large like wheels, the artifice of big old water wheels kind of rotating around as like mills like grain and things, and other like, you know, one is powering like various blacksmithing tools and things. It's basically they're using the power of this rather impressive river to do like extra work that they maybe wouldn't be able to do by themselves. Some notable places around, you can see hold on a minute. You can kind of see things that you kind of notice as you look around. There is a place called Copperbeard's, which Alex, I'll say is a rather local general store chain run by the Copperbeard family of dwarves. They can be found more or less all over the Rainbow Coast, and the fact that one is here is not surprising. Kind of as you're coming in, you saw like off to the side, up on a hill, there's some sort of like old dilapidated ruin seen from outside, sort of the walls of the town. And then of course, as with any town, there has to be some sort of inn or tavern, a place where any good adventure starts. And in particular, this one, right up by the river itself, in big brass lettering on its sign, is called the Bass Bass Tavern. Or the Bass Bass Tavern. Or the Bass Bass Tavern. Or the Bass Bass Tavern. You figure bass must be one of the names, as there is a big bass fish on the sign. So, with that, Brox kind of comes up and is like, alright, well why don't we unhitch ourselves and maybe grab a little bite to eat in this lovely little tavern here, and then we can meet up with our associate who's going to be bringing us the merchandise. So, come on everyone, why don't we hop on out, get ourselves a little meal. I like that idea. Why don't we go do that? Come on, boys. Okay, I'm a-coming. Come on, you guys. So that was Brox, Nora, and then Hobart is the more high-pitched of the three southern accented dwarves. That is how we're going to be rolling with this. So, do you two head on into the tavern, or take, or,
just for this...
What do you guys do? Do you follow
just for the sake of me waking up, I'm just gonna go like, and like just fall out, like, just go out there. And can I make it, just for fun, can I just make a acrobatics check?
To not
to see if I
roll out of the wagon?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. It's just one where I want to fail. All right, here we go.
Well, let's see what happens, you know?
Right, I know. We'll see.
Try not to roll 5 or low. Try not to roll 5 or lower.
Okay. I rolled a 3. Well, 3 plus 1, 4.
Okay. So yeah, you like very like taking your nap, you very much like stretch out, move your legs up, and as you're kind of like walking out there, you forget that there's a step somehow, and you just completely step over it and just kind of tumble out of the wagon, roll it over, just kind of land like a perfect like splatter, like,
Ugh.
star, or
Yeah.
whatever.
It's like,
Yes, I can't even think of the words right now. Make a little dirt angel if you so choose. Uh, Pine, do you follow suit?
Pine will just step off the wagon, kind of kneel down, just have a little goofy smile and pat one of lay on hands on him just in case.
Yeah, sure. We'll say he took 1 point of damage. You heal up that 1 point of damage.
I'm fine.
You're feeling healthy, if not a little
I'm
groggy.
fine. Actually, I should have rolled for athletics. I have a +3. Damn it!
Well, that
Now
was
I
your
know.
decision and
I
not
know.
mine.
I figured it was acrobatics. I thought it was gonna do a flip or whatever.
Well. Alright, so you guys
It's like,
head on
I'm
inside
learning.
the inn, or the tavern.
Yeah.
You are learning. You're
Yeah.
both new
Gotta
and
wipe
fresh
off-
to the world.
Yeah.
Get some napkins to wipe off this dirt on my face.
Yep. Alright, so. You guys head on inside the base bass.
Yes, indeed.
Alright.
Yeah.
You head on in. It is filled with various, like, long tables and, like, side little booths and stuff. One of the particularly interesting things that you notice right away is there is a huge stuffed crocodile located in the very center of the tavern, with a big mouth jaw wide open, a little plaque that says Old Nash Jaw on it. You also notice that without having to roll a perception check, which I'll have you do in a second, there happens to be a bunch of little copper pieces, like, inside the mouth of this crocodile. Make another perception, and why don't I have you guys actually make a perception check for me right now?
Okay.
Oh boy.
First roll of the campaign.
Well, technically, first roll of the campaign already
second
happened.
roll of the campaign.
First official roll.
First
Yeah.
official DM told you to roll.
17.
17.
9.
9, okay. Wasn't that low. 9 is good. Both of you are fine. As you kind of just take in the sights, all sorts of great things in here. Just the wood is really nice. It's a very well-built tavern. The smells of, like, smoked fish, and various spirits, and just kind of there's lots of just other people around, like farmers and workers and sort of hometown people just taking in a meal after a long day of work. You can see working the bar is this rather tall, gruff, kind of meaty looking half elf, which you can probably guess is maybe the owner, the runner of this place. There's some stairs that kind of probably lead up to the second floor, that where various rooms and things that would be. You also happen to notice in one of the far off side tables, right by one of the booths with a window, you can see a hooded figure, as typical. I'll say with it's hard to tell exactly what kind of individual this hooded figure is, but you can see that they don't seem to notice you all. They're just kind of looking out the window. But if you want, there seems to be various meals being had, and head on up to the bar if you so choose. That's where Brox, Nora, and Hobart are heading on up.
I'm just gonna join
I'll
them.
follow up with I'll follow up
All
with
right.
that, and before any talking of food, Pine kind of just runs up to the bar and to the man behind it goes, that stuffed crocodile? What's
Yeah!
this?"
Yeah, that's old Nash Jaw. Hey, hi, my name's Keith, this croc kicker Mathanel III, and I want to welcome you to the Base Bass. Yeah, let me tell you about old Nash Jaw. Well, see, old Nash Jaw was a terror in these parts until my great-grandfather, Keith, this croc kicker Mathanel I, dealt with it and rescued this whole side of the Gray River from the menace that was old Nash Jaw. And so we have him here to commemorate what my great-great-grandfather did many, many years ago.
I'm trying to raffle the main
Welcome.
phrase. And for now on, I'm calling this guy Croc Kicker. I'm just calling him that.
Yeah. Welcome to my lovely tavern that's been in my family for 3 generations. How can I help y'all with? Do you need a menu? I can guess you've never been here before because I've never seen your 5 faces around.
Now we just got here.
Yeah, we're we're part of the we're just some merchants that come by to pick up some merchandise coming down from the Blue Mountains. Do you know anyone by our associate has been named let me get this out of my pocket. Named Old Jorb?
Jorb?
Yeah, Old Jorb. He's the hookmaster. He's old halfling that kind of hangs out on his little port on the river. Yeah, he said something about some barrels coming down from the Blue Mountains tomorrow, I think it was. Yeah. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, we'll take a look at a menu and order some food. Well, of course. Later. Hands you all a menu. I'll take a look at the menu.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool.
What? Is there... Oh, let me think. I don't know what's on the menu.
I was just like, I can read you the menu.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we've got, let's go through the food menu. So you've got egg and bacon. We have egg, sausage, bacon. We also have egg and bass. Egg, bacon, and bass. We also have egg, bacon, sausage, and bass. We have bass, bacon, sausage, and bass. We have bass, egg, bass, bacon, and bass. We have bass, egg, and bass. We have bass, sausage, bass, bacon, bass, tomato, and bass.
Ryan.
Bass, baked beans, bass, and bass. And then a crayfish, etouffee, greenfield rice, scallions, and a side of hush puppies.
With extra bass if you want.
You really didn't think I'd do this first adventure without a Monty Python reference,
Monty
did
Python
you?
joke.
Every good adventure starts with a Monty Python reference.
Oh my god.
As for the drink menu, it's frost beer. The drink menu is frost beard, Big B mead. We have oak stump stout, good morning small beer, gold morning small beer, bog coffee, frost beard mountaintop ale, orange bog tea selection, and Golden Hills milk.
What, no bass smoothie?
No. I will also, Keith is kind of cuts in. I will also say we named this lovely tavern after the bass that seem to be so abundant in the Grey River nearby.
Apparently so. And actually, I had a question about that.
Yeah, of course.
What is the name of this tavern?
Oh, it's the base bass.
Okay.
Sometimes it's just called BB for short.
The BB Tavern. I think I could work with that one.
So, you guys order up a bass-filled meal. Yep. And a drink if you so choose. It's a couple copper, so just like we'll say 10 copper total. So 5 and 5. Or however you so choose to relinquish your funds. Roll me a perception check, both of you.
Okay.
4.
Okay.
It's cocked. Okay, there we go. I keep forgetting where my perception is. There we go. 14.
14. Okay. Alex, as you guys are enjoying your meal, whether full of bass or not, you do hear a little bit of mumbling kind of coming from the back, which you imagine is the kitchen. And from there, you can hear Caithis's voice as well as the voice of a woman. And the way that they're kind of talking, probably some sort of relation there. But you hear something about. You pick up a little bit of the conversation that's something like, they look like adventurers. They might be able to help with the problem. Just go and ask them if we have money that we could pay them. Or and various tidbit, something along those lines of a conversation happening behind, in the kitchen, pantry, where the food is made. Area. So
I'm just gonna. Hey.
pint.
Hey, pint.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, pint.
He's just kind of looking at old Ash Jaw and just kind of appreciating it.
Nash. You say Nash or Ash?
I said Nash.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. I was gonna say, it's like, I was gonna slap on my head. It's like, I don't want to. I'm gonna hit him on the back.
He's still looking. I mean,
I know.
He rolled a 4. He's not paying
I
attention
know.
really
I was gonna say, it's like, I'm gonna get your attention by, like, hitting you a bit. I was gonna, like, go for the head. I was like, nope.
Yeah, watch out for the horns.
Yeah, exactly. The pine horns.
The thorns and the horns.
Yes. So I'm just gonna hit him on
I
the back.
realized I forgot to mention something.
What?
Sorry, no, go ahead. Sorry. No,
Okay.
go ahead. Do your scene. Do your scene.
Alright, I'm gonna hit Pine in the back. Hey, Pine! Oh, come on, you got that! I hit you on the back, really?
What was that for?
Okay, listen, I think the guys, Croc Kicker and someone in the back there are probably asking for a job. Or need help with us. Need help, if I said it correctly.
Oh. Well, I'd be more than willing to help.
Alright. You wanna go and see what they need help with?
If they need anything, I mean, sure. I don't know if that'll interfere with the steam hoofs. I would hate to leave them if they need us.
That's true. Hey,
What's that?
hey, Brox. It looks like those guys, Croc Kicker and
Yeah, what's up?
the lady back there, it looks like they need our help with something. It's okay if we at least check to see what it is first?
Well, yeah. We aren't apparently not getting our shipment until tomorrow, so by all means, I was gonna tell you guys to just kind of take the night off, explore the town as you wish. Yeah, I mean, shoot, we're all
Alright.
about helping people in need, and if they need some help, although they come and ask you for it,
Great. Alright, I'm gonna go up and
'cause we're-
check.
All right. Well, they're in the back, like the kitchen area, so
Okay. Well,
it'd probably be not.
I know, I'm gonna walk up, not get in that area, I'm just gonna walk up as close as I can, like being considerate, and go
Well,
like,
yeah. So you're at the bar right now. This is like behind the bar,
yeah.
so like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit by the bar then.
So you. Okay, yeah. So you guys stay where you are. Eventually, Kathis comes back out. And I forgot to mention before, so he kind of comes in and he kind of sees. Or Pine, are you still looking at old Nashjaw?
Kinda.
Okay. Kathis comes out and is like, yeah. Well, I forgot to mention something about our old Nashjaw there. A couple years back, some little upstart wizard put a little enchantment on it where anytime someone throws a copper into its mouth, it says something silly. Yeah, I forgot to mention it. And,
He immediately runs over and throws a copper piece into it.
God.
all right.
Shoot.
As you throw the copper into the mouth, it like clinks on the other coppers and like hits the tongue, and you watch as like Nashjaw's mouth starts to slowly creak and go, and then closes, and then starts to open up, and you hear, "Bite and roll, baby, bite and roll."
Is Crocjaw 1 in there?
Whoa.
Yeah, it's old silly fun and game enchantment by some snooty little wizard, upstart little bugger, and well, now it's a fun little thing, I guess. The kids love it.
I'm just going. I take it back. It's like, is Crocjaw 1 in there? No, wait. I'm right. I'm here for business. Excuse me, Mr. Croc. It's okay if I just call you Crocjaw.
Croc kicker?
Croc Kicker. Sorry. Croc Kicker. My apologies. Yeah, Croc Kicker.
It's all right. You're new.
Forgive me for somewhat eavesdropping, but I can't help but you and the cook in, I'm assuming the cook in the back, was pointing for us, asking for our help in particular.
Yeah. We've been having some trouble lately, and well, having my family being, descendants of some pretty impressive adventurers, I kind of noticed the two of you, your friend Pine over there, seem to be possibly adventurers of some sort, or I guess the guardsmen of these fine dwarves right here.
Yeah, basically.
And yeah, so I got a bit of a job for you. If you're interested, there is pay in it, because I understand that, freelance work is important, and it's important to be paid for that kind of work. And, I'm going to give you what I can, but, and it's simple, probably not as highbrow as some of the adventures you've gone on before or anything, but, well, we've got a bit of a rodent problem in our cellar. And I know it's sort of first adventure. A lot of people getting their start on killing rodents. Usually this wouldn't be a problem, but the young boy that hangs out here, who I usually hire to deal with it, hasn't been around for a bit, probably off playing up in the old fort with a bunch of the other kids, just, being a kid, so I can't fault him for it. But I can pay you, it ain't much, but I can pay you 10 gold total for the job, and, free room and board and meals and stuff if you just kind of deal with a couple rodents. They only come at night, probably just, sleep all day, coming at night. But if you could, me and my wife would be very appreciative, and so would all of our supplies down there.
Oh, sure. Sounds simple enough. All right. Well, I'm in, but I'll get back to my group there. And we'll talk it over, and we'll give you the final word.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
I go back to our table. All right. And I smack Pine in the back again. Pine! Ah!
What?
Sorry, I thought you were still distracted. Anyway,
Did we get the job?
Yes, we had the job. All we're doing is taking care of some rodents. He said the attic? Is that where he said it was?
No, the cellar.
Cellar. Right, cellar. Okay.
Yes, it's down in the cellar.
Yeah, down. Okay. So I told him we're going to take care of a rodent problem down in their cellar. And if they...
Yeah, I think we could do that.
Yeah.
I mean, we killed some bandits along the way. What could rats possibly do?
Outside game, I have a bad feeling about this. Inside. Yeah, sure, what's the problem?
Bad feeling about rats in a cellar? Nah.
This is D&D!
Alright.
I'm also thinking of Bloodborne or Dark Souls.
It's D&D. Anything could happen.
Right.
Oh, God. No. Don't worry. Or worry. Who knows? Eventually, Broxton's like, all right, well, why don't you two, we're gonna go get a room. We're gonna hang out. We'll, get you to a separate room if you want. I don't know what the bed situation is, but, we're all just gonna hang out just after this long day. Probably park our, part of the old wagon and steam razor up, which, for the audience, steam razor is the name of the mechanical steam-powered boar that pulls the wagon. The more you know. So they're going to go do that. So if you guys want to explore the town at all, or just kind of, introduce yourself, you've got, essentially a couple hours before, the evening to deal with these rats down in the cellar. So, in terms of, interesting things you could go... That's the wrong window, damn it. In terms of interesting things, if you want to go take a look at the river, or if you want to, there's this big old fort up there, if you want to get any supplies from Copperbeards, it's up to you exactly what you guys would like to do right now. If you want to do any sort of...
Yeah, I want to check Copperbeards first. Prep myself up.
Okay.
And is there a blacksmith or something in this town?
There is a blacksmith. Actually, the blacksmith here is kind of located / conjoined a bit with the Copperbeards.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Nice.
you guys head over to Copperbeards?
Yep. And while we're outside, I
All
finally...
right, yeah.
Yeah, and while we're finally outside, I finally take in the city, since my head was plowed in some dirt and trying to get it out. I just admire, the river-powered
You kind of...
city. It's like...
Yes, the picture of you, Alex, just the artist... The town, the artistry here of, the artifice. Big old water wheels, sometimes in some weird ways, water wheels stacked on top of other water wheels. It's impressive how technically, advanced of, water power is happening here. You even notice, by the river, some of the, some farming happens by the river, where, things are kind of dug out, so kind of,
Like an irrigation
does
system?
the thing that I can't think of the word. Yes, thank you. Like an irrigation system for some farming. There's other farms like kind of more around, like more like non-need for irrigation, but a lot of it happens here. So you guys head over to Copperbeard's, the sort of, it's like it has that local general store feel vibe, but it's also sort of like has a bit of a chain feel in that like everyone goes to Copperbeard's for their like general store needs. Just like anything for game wise, that's anything you can find like the player's handbook, like supply things like rope and like bits and baubles, and sometimes even weapons, and maybe some like small bits of armor.
It's fantasy Walmart.
No.
I say this is better than Walmart. Don't you bring that blasphemy at D&D.
That
is true. That is true.
It is better than Walmart. Yes,
Walmart.
It is much better. So you head on in, and also because like this one is more localized as a general store, so it's only run by, you know, maybe a handful of people. But as you kind of walk in, the bell kind of rings, like, I'll be with you right 1 second. Hold on, dearies. And you see this like jolly, plump, sort of sideburns, long braided hair dwarf. She kind of runs up to you, hikes up her little like apron, is like, "Hi y'all, I'm Dartha Copperbeard. I run this local general store. The Copperbeard's, well, local here, but you know, spread throughout wide. How can I help you today?"
Darth, I was looking if I could possibly talk to a blacksmith. I don't know if that would be you or someone else.
Oh, no, that's my wife, Tyler. She's the blacksmith right next door. It kind of depends on what you need. She does a lot of, like, you know, farming and stuff and tools and things, but it's been a while since she's had to do any sort of, like, weapon stuff, since I can tell by your armor and your swords right there that you must be adventurous. So if you need her, she's over there, and hopefully can get you what you need, Harlan. And what about you fine young man?
I might want to check out your armor, but mostly like some potions.
Potions. Definitely have a couple of those for armor and stuff. Once again, Tyler, she's the blacksmith, the love of my life. She's over there. Don't know what she's working on right now. Haven't heard any banging, so maybe she's etching something. I don't know. She does her own thing. But yeah, let me go grab some potions. Why don't you go meet with her and see what she got for you?
Okay.
And she kind of waddles off.
What was her name again?
That's Dartha, Dartha, and Copperbeard. And her wife's name, and also the blacksmith, is Tyla, Tyla.
All right.
Also, I'm coming to the realization that all of my dwarves are now Southern, I guess, but that might change. We'll see.
Some people do Scottish. Yeah, we do Southern.
We do Southern. I mean, how much more South is under the ground sometimes, you know?
Yeah, you know.
Yep.
All right. So
we're going to Tyler.
You want to Tyler. It's basically, you know, the way this one's set up, it's kind of like you open the next door and you walk in, and there is a forge, and there's also like sort of a recreation of like an auto hammer, but that is water powered. You can see
I'm in a maze.
Yes, you are absolutely just like boom. Just like, whoa.
My mouth drops like
Pine
the
doesn't
hammer.
get any of this, but he's like, this is cool.
Kong, as your mouth sort of drops below you, and as you kind of walk in, it's like, all right, I'll give you a couple silver, and that'll call us a deal. It's like, all right, thank you. I'm get these horseshoes to my horse. Thank you much, Tyler. It's like, hey, I gotcha. You, and she points over at you, Alex. And says. And you see Tyler comes over, shaved head, shaved face, which is kind of unusual for dwarves, both of any kind of gender. But you can also see like various like soot and like maybe a couple burn marks and things on her outfit. But she's got like lots of various earrings dressed up. Just you.
Yeah.
I can tell. You're a man of artifice, correct?
Yes.
I can
Yes, I
tell
am.
by your pouch and your hands. Very rough. I need some help if you got a moment.
Sure.
All right. Been needing someone with a bit of talent. And she kind of brings you over, and you see this sort of, it takes you over to, like, the auto hammer, and she's like, shows that it's, and she, like, kind of shows, like, my old auto hammer, it's been acting up a bit,
Okay.
and I'm having a bit of trouble trying to figure out exactly why, but I think it's just a couple, maybe, screws loose, but I don't know. Something is wrong, and I can't seem to figure it out. I need to have extra bit of an eyes, and you seem capable, and all the other artificers around here are a little bit too busy and not used to metalwork, but I can kind of tell by you. It's the way you walk. Are you raised by dwarves, boy? That's too personal, I understand.
I know.
I just get this feeling about you.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I can look it up. So I pull out like some of my tools and look around, find a problem, and fix it.
All right. Yeah. We'll just say this is an intelligence check using your proficiency with these tools, and we'll give you advantage because Tyler's there helping you out. Just trying to like get it figured out.
Okay. Okay. Natural 20.
Oh my god.
It returns!
It returns.
I'm gonna make this thing...
Returns. It's always been there.
It's always been on the dice.
You've never stopped.
Yes.
You're the lucky one, and I'm the unlucky one.
Yes. Audience, as you will soon learn, Sean, playing Alex, is often very lucky and gets lots of natural 20s to both...
That was my
natural
previous
20s.
character, mostly.
Both of, to my detriment, and, but also to their benefit. So,
Yeah, so...
back
anyway,
to the game.
I'm gonna make this super powered. Shink!
Yes, so you basically find like the problem, and it was pretty simple. Like a couple screws that somehow come a little loose, so you easily tighten them up, and then also find a couple other things that are like not like wrong, but you like I could improve on this. So you start like making it a little better, so that it like uses the power of the water in a more efficient way, and is sort of able to like kind of store power in a way, so it's not always just you when it goes. And so you kind of set it up so now it's even more efficient than it was before. She's like, well. To the great gods below, I must say. Thank you so much. Oh my god, I'm going into something. Alright. So, how can I help you?
Anytime.
What's I can tell by the look of your armor and your weapons, probably adventurers in the need of some metalwork, am I correct?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, for myself, I might be looking to maybe with these blades, maybe getting some new ones, but in the same style. Maybe more of long swords instead of scimitars.
Yeah, all right. They're nice. They're nicely made. You're looking for so less curved sword, more straight sword. I understand.
But if it's any possible to maybe mimic the motif.
Yeah. What is the motif on your?
It's basically kind of the same way of how the breastplate is, since they're weapons from the village that I hail from. Just more like kind of nature-y, ornate kind of details and carvings on them.
Well, let me see. I don't have anything so finely made, at least right now. I could, given some time, and I might be able to make at least, something along those lines. Let me see here. Let me see. She kind of pulls. She's got like a couple, like maybe like a couple, like two, like long swords, but like not completely finished yet. She's like, I might be able to make something for you by tomorrow, but we'll see. Might only be one. I don't know if I can do two. Yeah, I'm a little rusty in terms of making something as intricate and beautiful as that. Just been doing a lot of farm tools and things, but
And what's wrong with having a third sword?
I might be able to make something for you.
Well, I would greatly appreciate it.
All right. And what about you, young artificer with the hands of gold?
Oh, my, thank you. Anyway, I was thinking about getting, like, a much better armor than the chainmail. Have anything like that?
Yeah, I might have something. I keep dropping the southern. Ugh. Oh well. Let's see. Well, in terms of armor, what I got here. What do I have? What do I got? Kind of looks through and says, I ain't got much armor on me. Best I got is maybe some metal I could turn into a shield for you. If you're looking for anything like that, but unfortunately I don't got enough materials here for armor or anything. I'm very sorry.
You know what? I could probably use a shield. So,
Yeah?
Yep. I'll probably take that.
Well, I can start banging out, probably get both of these things done by tomorrow if you are hanging around at all.
Oh, yeah, sure. That'll work out.
Hey. All right. Well, then, if I can just take a moment to try and sketch down the design on one of your scimitars, and now I'm New Zealand. I don't know what's going on right now.
Just all over the place.
It's fine. It happens. It's natural. But I'll get better. It's like, all right, give me like a day. Let me sketch that design down, and I'll have you a shield and a longsword by tomorrow. All right.
Thank you.
Give you some payment then. All right. So, you guys have gone there. Do you head on out to go try any other place?
No, I still need the potions.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah,
that's right.
potions.
That's right. So, potions. You kind of go in. All right, boys. Well, I found some potions. I've only got 2, and it'll be about 25 gold a piece. That is the going rate for, regular old minor healing potions. I don't have many. These are the only 2 I've got, but you seem like good, strong boys, so I'll give them to you. The old regular price, 25 gold.
Is that for both of them, or is that for...
25 for each, so together it would be 50.
Okay.
And then we'll worry about price for the longsword and the shield later when you get them.
Okay. Now how much does silver go in the gold again?
10 silver equals 1 gold.
10 silver equals 1 gold.
Doing a little bit of money math.
Yeah, a little bit of money math.
Woo.
Okay, yeah.
Do we ever discuss any kind of starting gold for us, or?
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
I thought we did.
I think it was
your
like...
background? It's let's go 15 gold for Pine, and I think Alex had like 15 gold as well or something.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Actually, no, yeah, that's gonna work. Okay. All right, I'm good.
Okay. So you have a healing potion?
Yep.
Pine, did you also get a healing potion?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, just the one. So Alex, that is a minor healing potion. It is 2d4 plus 2 healing.
2d4 plus 2. Plus 2, you said?
Yes.
Okay, yep. All right, got it.
All right. Is there anywhere else you guys would like to check out before the night of your quest?
Nope, not really.
Nope. Yep. In terms of anything of interest, like really, it's just the oh, that's the wrong window again. There's the old fort. Yeah, I don't know. You guys just want to hang out until evening to get the quest going?
Oh, is
Yeah,
the quest at night?
Yes,
Yeah,
the
oh,
quest is at night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If anything, Pine would spend the day maybe just kind of looking at the river, kind of walking up and down it, just kind of exploring it a little.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe not. Yeah. Nah, he was just kind of watching any of the fish kind of stroll by.
Yeah, it's definitely. Real quick though,
I will say this just for my time. I'm just gonna bring out my notebook and just study the hydro powered water wheels and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Take some notes, study it.
Yep.
I will say, Pine, make a perception check for me.
Okay. Perception. 11.
11. So as you're kind of watching like the gray river, and it is interesting because it is like the color of it is gray. Like it is gray, which is odd. Which is, granted in this world of might and magic, like it's surprising but also not surprising. It's surprising in that you've only ever this is the first time you've seen it. But then you look across the river to the gray wild. Now you've heard, having grown up where you have, in terms of like the woods and yeah, with things. You look over and you see the gray wilds is also like gray and devoid of color for a moment for you. Because as you look and your eyes sort of adjust, you can see it start to like scintillating colors just start to like flow through it as like breezes blush by. And you can see for a moment like the leaves almost go this rainbow hued, like all the different colors of like through the seasons from like summer to like fall, and just like scintillating, but then it goes back to like that gray sort of look. Even like the bark and like the grass around it, it's like it's gray. It's not like a dead gray, like it's very much alive.
Right. It's just like monotone.
Yes.
Or
Or you mean monochrome?
like grayscale.
Yeah, like a grayscale.
Huh.
Yeah.
As very interested and very wanting to get to some nature after being in a lot of cities, which is something Pine is not very used to, he's grown up with stories of the Grey Wild. And he is...
Yes.
As much as his curiosity is driving him to go there, he is full of fear towards that place.
Yes, it is a place of fairy tale and legend. And most people that go in, most don't come back. So, with that, I say we take a little break and come right back and continue. And then you guys can head on your night quest of dealing with rats. So,
yeah.
See you all in a little bit.
Hi again. This is Eric, again, from the future due to editing magic. Just want to say, hope you're all enjoying yourselves listening to this, whoever you are out there. I don't know what's going to be here in the future. This is just the break time. Let's go back to the podcast.
So, let's hop back in to our adventure.
Okay.
For the official first adventure of... That's the wrong window again. I keep hitting the audio. So, we come back in. The two of you have decided to just kind of chill out for the remainder of the day into the evening so that you can help out Cathis and his wife deal with their little rat problem that they've got in the cellar of the base bass. You know, you're running a tavern, you gotta provide food, and it's not great if, some food is being eaten by other creatures.
You cut out there.
Yeah. Anyway. Rats in a restaurant. Bad. So.
Eric, we can't...
It starts to become that evening.
Eric, we can't really hear you.
What?
Oh. We can't really... I, weirdly, in the distance hear you.
Oh my god, Allie. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on, guys.
Okay.
Shit. I'm just gonna have it forget the device. Oh my god. Can you guys hear me now?
This is
Oh,
interesting.
hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, here's what happened. Allie is doing a teaching thing, or she's doing a conference in the other room. She's listening in on a conference, and my laptop connected to her AirPods.
Oh,
So
boy.
my voice is going to her, and she wasn't hearing anything that was happening. So I disconnected her AirPods from my laptop.
Okay.
All right.
That's fun.
Yep.
So
From the top.
from the top, all of that was, oh my god. So okay, so back to the beginning. The two of you have decided to kind of chill and relax, just taking the sights a little bit before the evening where you are to help Cathis and his wife with their rat problem below in their cellar. So becomes the night, the evening. Cathis kind of gives you a little a little hand lantern with a light. Says it's kind of, it's a little dark down there in the cellar. Here's like a little, hooded lantern to help you light your way. So you head on down to the cellar of the Base Bass Tavern. Cellar, surprisingly spacious, located just underneath the main dining area of the tavern. You can kind of overhear various local, muffled conversations, maybe a rowdy argument or two. There's no, drunken singing apparently this evening, just some chill talk and discussion. As you kind of head past the you can just kind of hear the creaking of the building. The center of the cellar is a multitude of casks of various types, various alcohols, probably from the Blue Mountain Frostbeard Meadery and Brewery. The sides of the cellar are located with various shelving that holds all kind of cured meats, cured and dried meats, fish, notably bass, cheeses, vegetables, all manner of jar things. Anything to sort of, the things here. So, as you kind of head down and start moving through, what is your guys' passive perception, by the way?
Mine's 11.
Yours is 11.
I believe mine's 11 as well.
Okay, perfect. Okay. While searching through the impressively stocked cellar, you hear, both of you, what sounds like 4 small, hushed voices coming from the very back of the cellar. And you hear,
"What are we gonna do? They have Siegfried. There's so many of them. Quiet. All we can do now is wait. The tavern keeper will hire someone soon who might be able to help us. We just need to hope they are capable. But what if they can't understand us? Do you know how lucky we are going to have to be to get one or more people who are able to hear us? It's fantastically improbable. I suppose we wait one more day. If no one shows up, well,
Hello?
we try to..."
so you guys follow the sound of the voices, and after a while, as you turn past the various selection of wine casks, you discover 4 rats sitting in contemplation. As they kind of just look at each other. And one by one, they just kind of all start to look at you and acknowledge your presence. So you're looking at rats, they're looking at you, and at a very moment, they stop, look at you, or you all look at each other, and then all the 4 rats just start to turn and look at each other real quick, whoosh, 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 whoosh. And then you hear, squeak, 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 squeak. 2 of the other rats are squeak, 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 squeak. And then there's a 4th rat, I was like, cheese, 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 cheese. And the 4th rat
Just Sling and Pine saying,
"Stop it."
I don't think I got the full gist of this mission.
Stop saying cheese, it's degrading. And you just kind of, they start to and you hear the other ones scatter! And they just start, 4 rats just start, all 4 of them just start running. The one saying cheese just starts to, kind of, just starts, moving a little bit slower. So, Now you're chasing rats.
Oh, great.
Oh boy.
What do you guys do?
Get the rats. Just catch them. I'm not gonna kill them.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's go chase some talking rats.
All right. Why don't you guys just make some athletics checks for me as these rats are just starting to like scatter around.
All right, this is what I should have done in the beginning.
I'm actually good at these.
Not bad.
Hey. 22.
14. All right. Very easily, Alex, you're able to kind of scoop up the one rat that was just saying cheese. And that rat's like, oh, cheese. And Pine, you're easily able to like leap over various things, slide and like and scoop up like the one rat that seemed to be like the smartest of them. And he goes, squeak, don't kill me, squeak.
Like, I'm not. Well, I mean, we were sent here to take care of rats, but that doesn't necessarily mean we have to, take care of them. We've overheard you talking. What was your plight that you had?
Wait, you can understand me?
I mean, typically it takes a spell that I can use, but I don't think I cast it.
Oh my gosh. Huh, boys! Hey boys! We got lucky! We got someone who can understand us!
And you see the others like,
Oh man, I can't believe it. What a lucky day for us. We can save Siegfried now.
and the other one's like, yeah, we can save him.
I assume that's the one in my hand.
Yes, that's the one in your hand with the cheese. Oh, yay. So, eventually, all of you gather up, you kind of put the rats on, like, a little more level playing field so they can look at you without you having to look down at them. And they're like,
okay, well, here's the thing. Our friend and human, well, not our human, but he's our friend, is a boy named Siegfried. And he kind of hangs out around here, and we kind of just hang out with him down here, and he also gets paid to, shoo us away and things. Either way, here's what happened. Siegfried was captured by some meanlocks.
Meanlocks?
Meatlocks?
They're like really nasty meanies, kind of insect-looking, like real nasty fey-like creatures. While we was exploring the Grey Wilds, and well, they're bigger, like a lot bigger than us, and there's a couple of them, and they took them because well, they're just mean, they're born of pure meanness, and we gotta find them back because like, oh, I don't know, something horrible's gonna happen. I can just feel it. It's like, yeah, they're bad, they're mean, so mean. It's like, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they're so mean.
Alright, so let me just say this. If we are able to get Siegfried back, will you promise to stop terrorizing or interfering with the cellar?
Yeah, no, we definitely will, find another place to hang out and play instead of, in this dusty old cellar that, free snacks and all, but we understand.
Okay,
Understand?
so
like,
do you know...
yeah.
Alright, so do you know if they actually went into the Great Wilds, or...
Well, yeah, that's where we were, that's where it happened, yep.
Alright then.
Are you sure that's where it happened?
Yep, that's where it happened. Yep.
Make an insight check, both of
It's
you.
an insight check.
I'm gonna get insight check. Can I make...
9.
9,
Can I
oh
make
no!
an insight?
And I have a +3.
Oh no.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah, make an insight check.
Okay. That's not bad. Oh, well, that's good. 17.
17, my god. I will say, it was a low check, so both of you can tell that this little rat who's talking, and like you can see the fidgeting of the others, and it's not like a, animal fidgeting. It's like a nervous sort of fidgeting that like trying to like hide some not bad information, but they seem to be rather embarrassed about the information that they're trying to hide something that they don't want to admit. So. Yeah, it was over there. Yup. In the Great Wilds.
Come on, tell us the truth.
But. Yeah, come on, we gotta tell him the truth.
Oh, all right.
See, Cheese agrees with me.
Yeah.
Sorry, I assumed that was your name.
Oh, it is now. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, okay.
So as you can probably tell, we're not your normal rats. Because we talk. Shocking, I know.
Right.
Because we're from the Grey Wilds. Ooh, no, bad things over there. Well, it's not all bad.
Yeah.
Some of it can be bad, but it's not all bad. But yes, we're from there. And, well, we met Siegfried over there. And we would hang out. Sometimes we come to this town across the river to just have fun and hang out. But yes, we're from there. And it's our fault he got captured.
Okay.
How?
And we feel bad about it, don't we, fellas? Yeah, we feel bad, so bad.
So, was it? How was it your fault? If
Well, we told him... We told him to skip out on his bath time and come play with us. And he got captured because we weren't being careful.
I see.
Yep.
So he truly was brought into the Grey Wilds and captured by. Did you say they were mean locks?
Yeah, mean locks. I'll say, Pine, roll a Arcana, Nature, whatever check is higher. And you have advantage on this.
Okay, I mean,
Both of those are high.
they're both negative ones.
boy.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. I should have rolled for you.
He's not smart. 11.
11. That's fine. You know, with your study of some, like, Fey knowledge and lore, you know that mean locks are a type of nasty, mean, say mean as much as I can, mean Fey that essentially like to kidnap kids, and through the power of meanness and, intense, mean emotions, like angry emotions, will try and, like, transform the people they captured into more of them.
Mm-hmm.
And, they're usually born out of, like, a very intense, like, anger or just, like, you know, emotion in certain areas. So yeah, it's our fault, and we need, and there's only 4 of us, and they're just bigger than us, and it's just, they've got, like, pinchy claws, and, mouthies and things, and just, like, we needed help, so we just came here where we knew we could, and, like, figured that the guy would just hire some adventurers who maybe would understand us, and here you are. Hiccup. Excuse me.
Well, looks like I get the gist of this. Alright,
Okay.
And we promise if we save this kid, you're out of here, correct?
Yeah, we won't be playing down here no more. We'll stick to our side, and, we won't try and make this place dirty, I guess. So, you guys will help us?
Sure.
Yes, it definitely to save this boy from Faye. That's.
Pi, why are you so
Wonderful.
disinterested in this?
It's not that I'm disinterested, as well, I'm familiar with the Fae.
Oh, but then, well, no problem.
Some can be nice. Some can be nice. Others not so.
Well, I'm pretty sure this is
So
the
it's
not
just-
so
it's-
part.
Well, of course. I mean, they're literally called mean locks. There's mean in the name.
Oh,
But-
wow, I didn't even catch that before.
Thank you, Cheese.
So it's gonna be a bit of a. It's not so that I'm disinterested. It's that I'm worried.
Well, then we'll just take it cautiously then. Come on, kids in trouble, we need them.
Right.
Alright.
All right. Let's head on out.
Yes, All right, follow us.
And the rats start going to the back of the cellar.
Okay.
All right, time to open up the hole to get back to the Grey Wilds.
And you see, like, the head rat just kind of goes over and, like, with his finger kind of traces this hole in, like, the wall. And very, like, Alice in Wonderland-y, just whoop, and, like, an actual, like, dirt hole is there. And he's like, all right. Oh, ugh. And he kind of, like, looks at you and is, like, doing some measurements. Like,
Hey, boys, I need a leg up.
and you watch they kind of do this little, like, almost totem pole, like, on top of each other, and it starts drawing a bigger circle, and it goes, and it's like, they do it, although it's comically done so. And eventually, like, the hole extends out to meet, like, the line that he drew.
He's like, okay, big enough for you to crawl through. Let's go!
So,
right.
they start going.
I'll crawl through.
Yeah, he'll crawl through and after him.
All right, you guys just start crawling through, and it gets dark, and like it's like roots, and it's like muddy, and then you look behind you, and the hole keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and you're not sure if that's because the way you're moving or if it's actually getting small. But eventually you keep going, and it's like you feel like you've been doing this forever. But eventually you get to more part, like it gets even rootier, and you start going, and it's just like so many roots in your face. And they're like, come on, hurry up, it's just beyond the roots. And you go through, and you come out. And it is beautiful. It is the most vibrant forest of color you've seen in your life. Yeah, it almost is like blinding, because you just come out from like underneath a big tree. And before you was just like all these different colors of leaves. And the smell is like fragrant and fruity, with a little tiny hint of maybe like decay. And you look around and you just see like beauty in all of its forms. And for Pine, you can feel it. You like that energy, the energy of the Feywild. It's like tinged everywhere. It's almost like this place is like touched by it. It's not like fully. It's almost like a border to Fey. It's like the energy here.
This whole place feels like it almost could
Yes.
on the brink of a doorway to the Fae.
Yes, very much so. You feel like you look and you see like a hole in like the roots of a tree have like grown into like a hole in a doorway, like don't go that way. And then you see some other like just the way certain like branches have sort of bent down and created like an archway, like don't go that way. And just like you see that, and like you both turn around, and beyond this big tree and through, you can see the other tree line, and through that you can see Reedlit beyond the Grey River. You have crossed over into the Grey Wilds.
Oh, do I see Reedlit over there too?
Yes, you both kind of see it beyond. You can see, and it's weird. It's this sort of like, you can see it, but there's a part of you that's like, I can't go that way. Like, that's not the way to go.
Right.
So.
Well, at least we know a shortcut here.
Which, as much as Pine is kind of, you know, he's dealt with the Fae, he knows how they can be. As much as he's kind of worried with being in the Grey Wilds now and looking out and seeing that village, he feels way more comfortable than he was in the city.
Yep.
Even though he knows he's in a place of incredible possible danger.
Yes.
He feels so much more comfortable.
All right. And then the head rat's like, all right, boys, here we are. Just, we'll kind of hang out on the two of you, and we'll guide you where, we last saw the Meanlocks and we were last playing. So, on we go. And so,
All right.
We're on the way.
the 6 of you, 2 of you, or each of you with 2 rats on your shoulder, Alex Cheese is on yours, as you head off into the Grey Wilds, and that will conclude the first episode of a Work in Progress D&D podcast.
All right.
All right.
We'll catch you all next time. That concludes this first episode of our podcast. I hope you're just as excited as I am to see what sort of adventure awaits our players. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you to my brothers for joining me on this experiment, and an extra special thank you for my wife Allie for her constant support and advice. I have been Eric, and I hope you continue to join us on this adventure, both real and imaginary. Ta-ta for now.